It's your boy Diesel Time, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. Before you leave, hit that like and subscribe button. Do me a favor, it's down here somewhere. Anyways, last night I watched the finale of season 5 for Young Justice. Young Justice Phantoms, they're ghosts. Ooh, Phantoms. Ooh. Anyways, I had a great time watching it. It's been a great season. The first half of the season was a little disconjointed. It was like separate chapters. They kind of split up the team up quite a bit. So you had the Mars section, you had the like Atlantean history with Vandal Savage and Zatanna's side of things. You had Nightwing was retired, Superboy's dead, Miss Martian's grieving, Beast Boy is falling into a depression. They're all kind of going down their own paths, and Tigress gets wrapped back into it. She has a thing with her sister. Everyone's trauma is kind of individually packaged, and then the second half of the season slowly starts to bring them together. And that's when my mind was just like, oh my god, I can't believe what they're doing. Because the first half, each episode was good. Like, each episode had me, like, going, oh my god, that was such a good episode. But what did it have to do with the last episode? We were just talking about Mars, and now we're talking about, like, magic on, like, Clarion's bus. Like, I didn't understand what it was all about. But once they started on the second half of the season and bringing it all together, it's just like moment after moment of clarity and revelation of wow, the writing is so good. And usually in storytelling there's this side versus that side as far as like plot versus character, which comes first. People, they want to get attached to these characters, and they'll kind of follow along with the plot so long as if it's Batman, you love Batman, you want to see what Batman's up to. But if Batman's up to something boring, then you might not like Batman as much anymore. But with Young Justice, like the plot is just as complicated. Like I said, like I was like, what is this all about? It's so good, but what is it all about? And then also the characters, like each character had like their own little wave in the story, their own time to shine. Like, I didn't really know that much about Rocket, but she goes off to New Genesis and has all these interactions with the New Gods and Orion, and has a story arc. It gave me a reason to care. She's got this autistic child at home that she's not really addressing his needs and seeing him for what he is, and by confronting Orion as the son of Darkseid, and he has these anger issues and claustrophobia, which kind of expands upon those anger issues. And she was able to see him through past his difficulties for the man that he was, and that helped her see her child as like, oh, I've been like getting in the way of your needs by trying to act like you're not who you are, but now I understand you better. So that was cool for me to like just get attached to Rocket, who I didn't have much attachment to, but also she had this great story. So Young Justice really goes hand in hand, and the art's great, like the animation, the character design. I love it's like classic takes on the suits, but each one seems to kind of like fit, like Atlantean fashion has its own fashion. The Kryptonian symbols that with like the Zods and the army, it's very Kryptonian. I don't know, like, I'm not it's not a real place obviously, but it seems to be otherworldly and fit their character design very well. Like the Batman crew is a little more functional with the gear, versus like Superman's just got some tights because he's Superman. Whew. Season 5, the finale, the battle between the Zod general in his army, or I guess the army guy, never mind. But Zod and his son, the bratty child. Father, I am Lorzod, and I am the most annoying bratty character. Oh my god, I was so annoyed. Especially he's got like Michael B. I call him Michael B. Zod. He's got the Killmonger haircut. Oh my god, and he's like this bratty person. I don't know. I guess they're trying to relate to like the teenage crowd and be like, look, he looks like the NBA sixth man of the year with his silly haircut. Like, isn't he cool? But there's nothing cool about him. He's so annoying. Like, father, I got the haircut. Father, these earth bitches won't put my penis in their mouth. Father, make them give me head. Father, look, I got the haircut. Father, and oh man, he's just so not a highlight of the season by any means. And it almost like ruined my impression of like, oh man, is Zod about to be weak? Because he was kind of like not the most interesting character, but I liked this whole like he led these people trapped in the Phantom Zone through this awful experience, and he kept them strong and together, and like he's a good ass leader, like evil as he may be, trying to take down the earth and like rebuild it as Krypton. Like, you gotta admire his patience, his leadership, his calm demeanor. So when he does like totally flip out and starts like throwing cars and using laser visions on helpless people, that's like like there's no going back from here. He's got Superman over here, he's about to kill him. He has Superboy about to break his neck. Like, once he goes past that calm demeanor and is like threatening, you feel it more because of how cool he's been, and you've seen what a strong leader he is. So like once he starts wilding out, like his soldier boys, they ain't gonna be laser blasting too. So yeah, big epic battle at the end. It was exciting. You had Miss Martian going off the rails. Like, I've been holding back. Like, don't mess with me. Quit trying to hurt my man. I just got him back. You try to rip my heart out. Like, you think it's that easy to kill? Nah, it's an illusion. I'm in your head. I'm Miss Martian. I'm crazy. And then, I'm just trying to get to the end of this. I'm not trying to go on too long. The wedding, man. After doing so much, like with the trauma, and they're gonna destroy the earth, and Superboy's back from the dead, just all this heartache and pain, to finally just give us a nice moment to enjoy all these characters and how far they've come, and Superboy and Miss Martian particularly, their love for each other and how they brought all their community around together. It was just a breath of fresh air. Like, normally you might say, oh, a cartoon wedding, that's hokey. But after going through all this stuff, it actually was really well earned. And, it maybe wasn't the highlight of the season or the final episode, but it really was a nice cap to everything. I got a little choked up, like I wasn't bawling and crying like a real wedding, but it was an emotional thing to be like, wow, like we've come this far, and here we are, like finally just get into, look at the nice pretty outfits, and they're kissing and whatnot. It felt like a wedding. What can I say? And then boom, at the ending, obviously Black Canary mentions the possibility of the sanctuary, which was like a whole other can of worms. And then we got Darkseid in his war world. He is Vandal Savage, pardon me. Vandal Savage in the war world has used Clarion to take captive of Zod's Kryptonian army, and one of them, as it turned out, was Kara Zor-El. Was it Supergirl? Along with a Black Mary, who was not in the Phantom Zone, but she was approached by Granny Goodness, I want to say, one of Darkseid's minions, and she has been manipulated into joining Darkseid's Furies, the lady badasses under Granny Goodness's lead, along with Kara Zor-El, who was traded by Vandal Savage when he captured all the Kryptonians to Darkseid as part of their backdoor deal, their arrangement, whatever they got going on. So yeah, big, like, you got those two bombs between the new Furies and the possibility of the Sanctuary. Like, everything was wrapped up neatly. The what's his name? It starts with an M. It's Metron. I want to say Metron. one of the new Genesis dudes with a lot of power. He's got like a whole. He's like the Collector from Guardians of the Galaxy. He's got all this cool tech in his vault. He was scorned by Michael B. Zod, and he actually saves Rocket in the previous to the season finale, the episode before, and uses the time capsule that he saves her, the time travel machine, as a booby trap, a trap for Michael B. Zod, Lord Zod. I like the way they wrapped everything up neat, put a cap on the season, and also laid out plans for the next one. Like, woo, sign me up, baby. Take my money. I've been your boy, Diesel Time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Plenty more to come. I'm switching up a whole new platform on the channel. The out with the old, in with the new. It's the middle of 2022. What you gonna do, baby, baby? Peace.